So this is from ESPN.com. NFL players on the roster bubble entering training camp for all the teams. For the Browns, they have D'Ernest Johnson. After being tendered this offseason, Johnson did sign a one-year extension, but with only $900,000 guaranteed, the Browns could easily move on from Johnson, including via trade. Okay, via trade I would buy if they can get something for him, but Johnson's too good. They're not just going to flat out cut him to save money. If you can trade him for a valuable asset, maybe. But I think they like the idea of having three guys that could start for a lot of teams in the NFL.
Of course, and we saw the value of D'Ernest Johnson because a year ago, because when he had to play, particularly in that Thursday night game against Denver, he was vital in them winning that game. You know, obviously they didn't have Baker, they didn't have their top two backs. They needed D'Ernest Johnson to play really well, and he played really well, showing that he has starter potential. I mean, the only way I see him going somewhere else during, before the season is, say, if a team loses a starting running back, they call the Browns and, D'Ernest Johnson's there, and say they offer up maybe, I don't know, what, fourth round pick in 2023 for D'Ernest Johnson, in which case I would take that if I'm the Browns, because you can't keep him forever. I mean, they drafted Jerome Ford in this past draft. You still gotta save a bunch of carries for Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. He also mentioned Demetric Felton in that little excerpt there, but I can understand if they, like you said, if they want to trade D'Ernest Johnson for something, you still have value in him, and that value kind of runs out at a certain point because, again, you drafted Jerome Ford to essentially be your third running back of the future. Maybe not necessarily this year, but at some point down the road, and you kind of put that ticking clock, I think, on D'Ernest Johnson in doing so.